Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. This time I'm going to show you how to defeat Black Knight Garrew in the Fog Rift Fort. Fog Rift Fort can be reached via Scadu Altus. There is a specific site of grace that I'll show you on the map in a second that is in front of a few cliffs that you can fall down and then get into this fort. This is the fort that overlooks the ravine that leads to the Fog Rift Catacombs. So if you've been wondering how to reach the enemies on top of that bridge that are just chucking bombs at you, this is how you reach them. So you want to go to the Scadu Altus West side of grace. So basically from the High Road Cross, just go around the ridge line there, and then right in front of that side of grace, you'll see some cliffs to fall down, and then you jump into this fort. The boss just sort of hilariously stalks you out of the keep. I think it's so cool that these games do that. And he has this really interesting incantation with a frog tongue where he tries to lick you with it. I never got hit by it, so I can't exactly say what happens, but I'm sure you take damage. So whenever you see that Crucible incantation begin to come out, just go ahead and roll to the side, and you should be able to dodge it. This boss uses a Great Shield Slam, so he is really susceptible to backstabs. If you are a magic user, you might have a bit more of a difficult time with him because he's going to keep his shield up the whole time. But just equip basically any weapon and you should be able to deal with his shield slams. If you are familiar with the Bell-Bearing Knights from the base game, very similar vibes with that Great Shield, except he doesn't have the follow-up explosion attack when he does the shield slam. So it's pretty basic. You could just get in on him once he does it. For this Great Hammer, you do have to watch out because he has some of Radagon's moves where he does sort of wind-up incantation slam. You want to be very careful. His attacks have a lot of delay on them. So what you want to do is just pay very close attention to his hand as it holds the hammer. And then once the hand starts moving toward you, that's when you want to roll. You don't want to roll before that, otherwise you're going to end up rolling into whatever attack he's winding up. So just always pay attention to his hand, and that's a general rule of thumb for Souls games. It's more important to pay attention to your opponent's hand than it is their weapon, because sometimes their weapon is gigantic, like in the case of this Great Hammer, and then you're just going to end up rolling into certain attacks. So always pay attention to the hand. For the shield, whenever he plants it down, he's going to, again, delay the attack just like all the others, and then slam it into you. The major purpose of this attack is to deplete your stamina bar. If you were to block that attack, it's going to deal an absolute ton of stamina damage and likely break your stance unless you have a high endurance rating. But that's basically it. After a few hits, the boss goes down, and you have no more to worry about. There are some items behind his building that he came out of, so be sure to go to the left, break some crates, and you can get up on the roof and get some items. But that's it. All right, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the join button below this video. You can also leave a super thanks by clicking the heart icon below this video. Don't forget to join my community Discord. The link for that is in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.